You know, fam, I have a bit of a challenge for y'all when you watch this video. I want you to sit there, watch this video, enjoy yourself a nice little snack and a nice little drink, and just enjoy the video in general like you guys usually do, blah, blah, blah. And I want you guys to watch this video, and I want you to resist the urge from screaming into the freaking void or commenting in the comment section skill issue. Because this whole video, this little video of a review this guy did, well, supposedly got access to it, it just screams skill issue to me. It's an interesting one, and I was just like, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I know the fam's gonna enjoy this one. This is not my usually salt content. Well, it's a bit of assault content, yeah, but this one, this one's an interesting one. So like I always say, please make sure to go grab yourself a nice little drink and a nice little snack, and let's just go ahead and, dive right into this content.
Hello, welcome back to a new video. So today we have to talk about Elden Ring DLC. Shadow of the Erdtree is coming out very soon, and I've actually had the fortunate pleasure of being able to have early access to the game, and I was able to play it before everyone else.
Okay, I'll bite. What the hell is this?
Now, if you watch my live streams, I've covered this guy about a good couple times, and you'll kind of recognize his face. But if you do not recognize him, this is the same dude that'll make review on video games or text and just call him absolute trash. And then when he gets like massive backlash, he reverts to saying, oh, it's the absolute best thing ever. So yeah, if you recognize this dude, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, I just gave you a short summary. And if you look at the dude's YouTube channel too, it's very questionable with the certain things that he posts on there too. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Also, I'm willing to bet $20 right now that you did not get a review code from the developers or the publishers in this situation. The way you acted in this video, oh hell no. No. I would be a monkey's uncle in hell if that turned out to be true.
And I've played over 110 hours so far on the new DLC, and I have to say, so far, the experience I've had with this DLC has been kind of disappointing and lacking in a certain kind of luster that I wasn't quite expecting.
Red flag!
How in God's name did you put 110 hours into that game, just the DLC by itself, when a lot of people are reporting, when they've played the DLC, they are reporting that they've put 30 to 40 to 50 hours into the DLC. How do you even find the time to put 110 hours into the DLC? No, seriously, like think about that for a quick second. Like, how early did you get this copy? Like, if you did this like in the matter of 5 days, that's like 22 hours in a day that you put into this DLC. Like, bro, you are burning yourself out. And I'm still not believing you, because you're saying you put 110 hours into there when only, like, you've probably gone through, what, New Game Plus, maybe 2 to 3 times? Nah, I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap already.
I am a massive fan of Elden Ring when it came out in 2022.
That guy's full of shit.
Hello, welcome back to a new video. So recently I've been playing the brand new Elden Ring game, and as an avid fan of the Dark Souls series, I just had to play this game. I couldn't wait to play it. I was so excited, but unfortunately, so far it's been pretty disappointing and lackluster. So if you don't know what Elden Ring is, basically it's a brand new game from the developers of Dark Souls that's going to be released next year. And as a game journalist, I thought I'd just make a video about my experience playing the game, my thoughts on the game, and why I didn't really like it.
So that was a fucking lie.
How many more lies are you going to tell to us? Please, you should really go work for Todd Howard at this point, because you just keep telling those sweet little lies to us at this point. Like, dude, really? If you're going to lie to us, please, for the love of God, do not leave a trail behind to where it is so easy where I could just go onto your channel, type in a name, Elden Ring do not buy, and your name automatically pops up with the video right there. You're just giving me an easy win. At least when Quantum TV did it, I at least had to work for some of this shit. But bro, you leave it on your channel, 4K, 60 frames at per 50 frames per second, whatever, and you just give me the golden opportunity to expose you. Dude, do a little better next time.
All these different kinds of builds to find the best build that can destroy everything, which you can find many videos on my channel. I've made many build videos in case you are wondering what my best builds are. I thought I would be able to destroy this DLC when it comes out with my ultimate overpowered character. Unfortunately, that hasn't quite been the case.
Let's see. I wonder why you're not one-shotting enemies or doing the things that you think that you should be doing. Well, let's think about this for a quick second. You know this game gets balance patches, right? To help balance things out so one thing's not more overpowered than the other. Yeah, like the bloodstained katana in this game. Yeah, that with Blood River. Yeah, that got nerfed. Anybody remember that one? I remember that one. Also, it's not that hard to do a build in Elden Ring. I kid you not, if you just spend some time, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, you can make your own build. Hell, you could go make a new one that'll probably fucking curb stomp all those enemies in the new DLC. But let's be honest, we all know for a fact that you're showing obvious signs that you did not play the DLC.
The Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree, is stupidly difficult. And I'm not saying it's like difficult in a fun, challenging way. It's like a Souls game, and obviously it's going to be difficult and challenging. That's what makes it fun. It's not like that. It's not fun. It's difficult in a really stupidly annoying way and frustrating way, to the point where I actually want to smash my girlfriend's phone into the wall.
Let me get this correct. You're going to lose your mind over the Elden Ring DLC, which is $40, mind you, and you're going to get so fucking upset that you're going to grab your girlfriend's phone, which ranges between $200 to $900, and you're going to break it against the wall because your old builds aren't working and the game is not playing the way that you want to play it right now. So you're going to destroy her property over your constant fuck-ups for not getting good. Oh, please, somebody get him the fuck away from me right now.
So basically, if you didn't like aspects of Elden Ring, or if you just didn't like Elden Ring at all, then you're not really going to like the DLC. All of the problems that the base game had, like clunky mechanics, slow movement, annoyingly stupid bosses that take ages to defeat, and the only way to defeat them is not through skill, it's through memorization of the attack patterns.
Yeah, no, you didn't play the DLC at all. I could smell the skill issue coming right off of you right now. It's not even funny. Also, I'm just going to say this because I've seen multiple reviews on the DLC. If you enjoy Elden Ring and if you want more Elden Ring, the DLC is for you. Don't listen to what this dude's saying right now.
Once you've memorized their attack patterns, all of the bosses are a cakewalk. It's not difficult, it's just a matter of memorizing what they do and then just cakewalking them.
No shit, Sherlock.
So they've added a bunch of new stuff to the DLC, but it's not really new stuff in the sense that it's new to the game, like new mechanics or new way to play the game. It's just basically more of the same stuff that was already in the base game. So you've got like, I don't know, 100 new weapons, dozens of new Ashes of War, dozens of new armor sets, dozens of new weapon classes, but they're basically just the same as the stuff you've already experienced in the base game, just with like a different skin or different movement or like a different variation of fire, lightning, cold, frost, poison, whatever kind of magical element there is. There's just different variants that are just like a combination of the old stuff and then rehashed into something that's supposed to be new.
So let me get this correct. From what you're telling me that you are the supposed reviewer that you played this DLC, and let me get this correct. You're telling me it's more Elden Ring, right? The more things that I want from Elden Ring, right? Just more bosses, more lore, that type of thing, right? That's what you're telling me? I don't see the problem here.
The Shadow Realm is just really boring to go around, and there's lots of little hidden paths and ways to get around bosses and stuff like that, and little secret areas, and that's cool and everything to explore, but I didn't really feel like there was this incentive or this massive burning urge to want to explore all these boring caves and boring dungeons that all kind of look the same after you've seen a few.
Is that also a red flag?
Crimson.
So, like I said earlier, this DLC, and what he said earlier too, is that this DLC is just more Elden Ring put into this, right? Just more Elden Ring. That's what everybody wants. But let me get this straight for a second. You dislike this DLC, but it's more Elden Ring. But you said earlier that you like Elden Ring. God, I'm getting PTSD just from dealing with Quantum TV. This dude is right up there with him.
As for the graphics of the game, they're still not quite up to my standards.
What passes as a man today Christ on a cross.
I'm sorry, this is coming from the person that thought the Switch was a lot better than the Steam Deck. You say you have standards here? And for some odd, weird reason, I will never understand this. For the love of God, I will never understand this, guys. Please, if you comment in the comment section if you guys can understand why this dude did this in the first place, why I cheated on my Japanese wife.
Good fidelity, you'll be sorely disappointed because the game engine and graphics look exactly as the base game. They haven't improved the graphics at all.
And you might want to gargle my ballsack.
I'm sorry, your standards don't mean shit in this situation because, like I said in the previous segment, there are some questionable things that you have done and said, and let's be honest here, probably about in maybe 3, 4, 5 days, you're gonna fucking have a retraction video saying, oh, this is the greatest DLC ever, please don't be mad at me. Yeah, you're gonna do that. Watch. It's because it's a habit with you. Just like with Harmon, just like with the PlayStation fanboys, there's always a pattern with you people.
The frustratingly long loading screens every time you die, sure, it only takes like 5 or 6 seconds, but every time you die, it builds up because you're gonna die a lot, and it takes like 6 seconds for the dying animation for your character to fall over, turn into dust, the you died text to pop up, and then the black screen, and then loading screen, and then waking up at the grace of sight again, and then exiting the grace of sight menu. All of that takes like 15 seconds. Every time you die, you gotta wait like 15 seconds.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a you problem. That sounds like a skill issue. That sounds like a you need to get better at this game type of fucking vibe that you're giving off right now. And honestly, if you're not going to reflect on what you did wrong in your fight and why you got RKO'd in that situation, I don't think the game's the problem in this situation. I think you're the problem in this situation.
But when you're just trying to get on in the game and make progress, and you're frustratingly dying all the time to some stupid boss, you don't really want to be waiting 15 seconds every time to get back in and have another crack at it.
Oh yeah, that must suck for you.
Again, it's not the game's fault that you can't progress. It's not the game's fault that you can't sit there and invest the time to learn the enemy's patterns. It's not the game's fault that you rather not invest time into a different build so you can get past that segment. Actually, let me say this again. It's a skill issue. It's a you issue.
Played Elden Ring for like 440 hours, but honestly didn't care about the story at all. It's just, the story's rubbish. It's just like a bunch of gods who go crazy and then they start fighting each other.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I enjoyed Elden Ring. I put 440 hours into this game. Oh my God, that skill issue is smelling so vigorous right now. It's just potent right now. It's just magnifico. Like seriously, dude, it's boring. I really doubt you dove into the lore at all. I follow a lot of lore-centric Elden Ring tellers, and let me tell you something. The lore in Elden Ring is very, very interesting.
The gameplay is more of the base gameplay. It's basically just more of the same as the base game. So if you didn't like the base game, you won't really like this too much. I would have to give this DLC probably a 6.2 out of 10.
So let's go into La La Land and just pretend that he did play the DLC. You're going to give it a 6.10 when it's just more Elden Ring? That's what you're seriously going to do. You're going to get it a 6.2. Boy, I'm pretty sure this is going to piss off a lot of Elden Ring players. I'll bet you anything.
I didn't really ask. I didn't really feel like the community was really desperate for more Elden Ring. People were quite happy just playing NG pluses and experimenting with different builds or just moving on to a new game.
Why are we speaking for a community in this situation? Why do you fucking psychopaths thinks it's okay to speak for a community in this situation? You are not the community. You are not this one voice that speaks for everybody. Please shut the hell up and stop whatever you think that you're doing with this video and you think you're being clever. Shut the fuck up.
I want to move on to new games, not go back to what was really popular back in 2022.
What's stopping you? Stop complaining.
And yet you could have wrapped this video up so much quicker just by 2 minutes instead of bitching and complaining. Go play a different game. Like seriously, do you think every video game has to be designed to your catering needs? Because God knows whatever catering needs you need is it's a long one for that one. And you say you're a From Software fan in this situation, but you know they do this. They only extend the game for you to do more things with the DLCs. So why do you think they were going to do something different? I'm pretty sure this is just, you know, you blowing smoke up everybody's ass pretending that you did get it so you could get some attention as usual. But, you know, it's the usual thing with you. But anyway, fam, that's pretty much all the content I got for y'all, and I'm pretty much hitting my limit with this guy because, well, you know, you could just tell he's bullshitting all this whole situation. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. I always like talking to you guys, and hey, if you enjoy my rants, my reviews, and, well, my salt content, well, you know, subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely have more content coming for you guys. But, you know what? Besides that, fam, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.